All right, so we got the Nintendo Switch here, and I've had this for several months now, maybe almost a year, and I've got a bunch of games on here. I like this. This is what can I say about this? Firstly, as a console, as a gaming console, I really like that it's very portable. You can just carry it around and take it anywhere. As well as that, you can obviously snap these things off and play multiplayer even when you're out and about. What I like to do personally is I have a one of these, like a Joy-Con thing, and I will just snap, the side pieces into this and then connect it to the TV, just to kind of play it on a bigger screen. But I do also take this sometimes when I travel and just play games kind of at the airport, on the plane, that kind of thing. It's what I like about it is that it's very portable, it's very easy to use, very simple. It's not as complex as other gaming consoles. It's very, very easy, intuitive interface here. You can, as you can see, you can even use, it's even touchscreen. So you can use whatever you want to control it like this. Let me just show you into some of the things here. There's a bunch of apps you can get. For example, you can download YouTube, different games. It's really good for multiplayer games. I would say that's where it kind of shines. I also really enjoy playing Fortnite on the Switch. Fortnite and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I would say they're my favorite games like to play on the Switch. I haven't really explored too many of the other things like the eShop and the Nintendo Switch Online and things like that. I mainly just play games and sometimes Rocket League. Yeah, the internal storage, like the memory, how many games it can store is pretty good, I would say. Depends how much of a gamer you are. Like I don't really have that many games, I would say, maybe like 15 to 20 games. If you start getting big games like Doom and stuff, like that's going to take up obviously a lot of space. But for a selection of, you could say, smaller or mid-sized games, it's very easy. It stores them all properly. Yeah, the only thing I would say, I guess, is if you're looking for a console to do really, really high intensity graphic stuff, like some of these really, these new games that are more like movies and games, well, it might struggle a little bit with that because, as you can see, like it's a small console. Like it's quite, it's very compact. It's not designed to play like really, really high intensity graphics. But that being said, it can play a lot of games really well. Like it can play Mortal Kombat perfectly, no lag or no problems with that. Fortnite, which it's not the highest quality graphics, but it is a very intensive game. Like it's an online game, 100 players at a time, everything updating, big maps and things like that. Assassin's Creed, it can play a lot of games very well, and they've really done a good job with that. So yeah, I highly recommend this. If you're just looking for a console that's kind of like very easy, very reliable, very fun, and kind of very family friendly, then this is what I would recommend.